Ecuador versus Peru, man. If I was you guys, I'd put my channel points on Peru. I think Peru's gonna win.
It looks like they're gonna lock something along the lines of, was it a Junker Queen with the Korea?
Okay, let's see this chat.
Sojourn Genji.
Yeah, Junker Queen to act as that anchor to make sure that you can't just walk straight onto the Kangon and Paddle and Kiriko Lucio. Nobito on the Genji as well. I just worry, since they don't have a dive tank to chunk someone down late, how is the Genji going to be able to find the kills?
You were already right to be worried there, Moxie. I mean, they immediately got destroyed by Diego on the Mei. Poke also finds two. First fight already ended faster than he could get some analysis.
Wait,
done.
What?
So this is actually really dangerous, even more so.
Wait, Peru
Persona
just got the
is on
free
Cassidy,
point.
and this is current patch. This is burden nade Cassidy, and
yeah.
as a result, Emilio's shout can be entirely negated by that nade.
Yeah, over the top, Persona. Looking for those shots early.
Oh,
nice
shit.
On the backside.
They got the fucking... Wow.
May removed for Peru's team, so they're going to have to win this down a person in this fight. Also using that shout early. The cooldown of Ecuador already out of it. But
J3's left nut. Pretty massive 8 months. What a name.
For Diego to come back from spawn before they actually get that re-engage, although Ecuador's not really making a move. They're playing it passive at the moment. Now look to go towards that point. Find that kill as they engage, but it's taking a lot of damage. Miliox is getting removed in terms of health. Nobito finds Persona, but eventually Basketball trades Miliox with that immortality kill. Diego also connects onto Jarrell. So now it's just Nobito towards the point, so he has to run away. Try to escape with his life, and same with Pavaloon, but now they find a pickup on him, and Peru takes the point.
Sona's actually going to swap off of the cast.
You know, at least it's not a 100-0 roll so far.
Down and decides to go for the Reaper. It's still going to have this same benefit as the nade right, stopping Ecuador from being able to just brawl aggressively into your face, which is where the Junker Queen wants to play from, allowing Peru to really be able to use this rematch for poke face.
Yeah, this might be hard for Ecuador as they actually get engaged on by Peru towards the main side. Still having that amplification, but still holding on to Bakun again. Finds Persona, the Kiriko of Ecuador. Nice shot from him, but Poke eventually lands onto one. Also, Baskerville pops the annihilation.
God damn, dude.
In the back line, and that's already 50% of the board now for Peru on the defensive hold.
So again, it's that sort of like, where's the identity for Ecuador's composition? The Genji needs someone to chip Peru's members down low enough that a couple of shurikens and a dash confirms the kill. They don't even have
shit,
the
chat. Okay, we got the ice cream on the way.
Nano Blade work. Instead, they're going to be relying on a Kitsune Rush, but Diego can just wall it.
Yeah, exactly. They jump onto him early. The wall actually not there in time because they rotated the point early, but with the Kitsune Rush and the beat drop of the point, Ecuador is trying to maintain the positioning as well as they pop the blade.
It's Jitty. Appreciate the massive prime sub as well.
Although he did throw his blizzard down before he died. However, no value found for Peru. In fact, they lose.
Is it loud enough for you guys?
Baskerville through that engage of Ecuador. Both support ultimates and the blade used.
Oh, you gotta turn it up a little bit.
That point eventually just have to kill Rodrigo towards that point, and they do so.
I turned it up a little bit
in their favor.
Fight works out for
Which ice cream did you get? Chocolate ice cream. Chocolate ice cream with Reese's, Buttercups, and Butterfinger.
And Peru used, like you said, both support ultimates to try and match Ecuador's sustainability. Now Ecuador with 2 ultimates on the board.
Delicious, bro.
To control this next fight.
Is it Wanna Min official? I appreciate the massive 5 the subs as well, my friend. That's a W. Thank you.
Above the point, now drop below the rampage connect, and it's a 5-man rampage. Oh my God, Emiliox. Amazing from him as they use the overclock as well to follow up, and I mean, off of that, it's obviously a win for Ecuador in that fight.
I don't think the overclock was necessary, though. And that means that there's not going to be an ultimate to try and keep Peru at bay and chunk through the death blossom that comes through from Persona. Ecuador last time allowed Peru to collapse onto point so they could catch as many plays as they could with the rampage, but now it's up to Kangon to go aggressive, and that's Susan.
Okay, chat, this is last fight of the match. Last fight of the match. Ecuador has no ults. Peru does have the Reaper Blossom.
They also find Poke as he's rotated to the point, so the Baptiste removed. No immortality for Baskerville, though. Into the Nemesis 4 and has
no! He dashed through to the
point. Enables Peru to find the kills necessary.
He dashed into the Reaper ult.
Overtime now ticks down, and unfortunately nobody else is there on the side of Ecuador.
He almost had Blade. He almost had Blade.
Not having that Suzu and Kangon in position to be able to make sure everyone on Ecuador's team survived that death blossom. Unfortunately, allowed Peru to be able to control the fight side, even though kills were going both ways for both teams. Once again, Peru being able to just rally around one strong identity.
Wait, who's the team that's 0-4?
So many different
Ecuador.
ultimates, but they all work individually with each other. And
so we gotta root for Ecuador, chat. They're the underdogs. They have to get their first W here.
Throwing 3 ultimates into one fight, meaning that you don't really have anything to snowball into the next one. That shows that there's a little bit of miscommunication going on.
Let's go,
Yeah, I think that there is a bit of miscommunication.
Shane, I appreciate the massive 5 gifts as well, my friend. Absolutely massive. Appreciate it.
Towards the latter half of that matchup, but now they're against Peru with the Ash
Jay,
in the main.
how about you eat my
Kind of
ass?
mixing it up previously.
Listen, I'm going to root for the team that I want to root for.
Still Kiriko for Ecuador, however, so the dynamite is going to be negated quite a lot by that Suzu, as Persona immediately finds Kengon, and that's just going through getting aggressive.
Yeah, Nobito has gotten rid of Persona early on. Peru, though, even though they lose one member of the team with Persona, they're able to get the rest of those kills, like you said, and got the fight win before the point even unlocked, and now Peru will control that point on this round.
It's such a first tough
Fatty Boy
fight for
Gaming.
Ecuador in terms
Appreciate
of
the
the
massive prime
composition they're
sub.
running in this positioning. They wanted to set Jarrell up on that point to be there on the off angle, but also contesting Peru and forcing Persona to try to deal with it. But as a result, Emiliox just had to walk straight into the rematch, straight into the vortex that slows you down, and that means that you can pummel away.
Hey, but off that off angle turn on the backside, Emiliox found Diego there too. May gets removed on the side of Peru early on, so a lot of the slow not there, though. Rodrigo got the kill onto Jarrell with the poop, and Emiliox really wanted to dive onto Persona, but was a bit overextended, didn't have his team with him, and now that point is not even under control. Getting staggered one after the other, just a Lucio in that Karika, though. Able to find Persona, the boop off the map.
Yeah, I don't know. That's just
climb back through, swift step away. This back line.
Take care, no worry. Have a good night, my friend.
Playing so well, however, points still in Peru's control.
Baskerville's had some really good vortexes as well, straight onto Emiliox, so he's not able to actually close up the distance and use things like the Carnage to keep this Jungle Queen self-sustaining. When he tries to go aggressive against the DPS on Peru's side as they rotate towards the point, it's going to be the back lane that they take, but they still have to walk into the Annihilation, just buying time so that they can come into the sound bar before they have to walk forward.
Yeah, Baskerville, like you said,
Ecuador is playing this so awkwardly, though. Like,
really tough for Ecuador to keep up in terms of the heals there. Ant Matrix, though, used to counter the engage from Ecuador. Emiliox goes so low, but it's Pavaloon to fall to that Nemesis. And also with the Ant Matrix here, Ecuador surely just wants to die fast and get one more fight.
Yeah, especially because Peru threw in both the Amplification Matrix and the Annihilation, the Alliteration, to make sure that both of those ultimates find the value and that rematch does not go down early. Ecuador do have the upper hand in terms of this next fight, but Peru have the means of stalling to make sure that they can't even use the ultimate advantage to such point.
They're fighting inside the Mega Health Pack as well with the Blizzard. Emiliox is frozen, Nobito's down as well. And unfortunately, lose Jarrell. And the rest of their team, Ecuador, just falls instantaneously to Peru, who make that round number 2 look easy.
We've seen Baskerville on the Reinhardt, but we've also seen him on the Ramatra. I think they're sort of just wanting to scout out what they're going to run up against, especially with Persona currently on the Cassidy and Poke 2 on that Baptiste. They're going for as much hit scan as possible.
This is Ecuador's map pick.
They better
pop the fuck off, man.
On the attacking team, they do get the ability
I see 4 people on point. Oh, the 5th one's up there. Okay.
And change the composition.
Adorium, appreciate the massive prime sub, my friend.
Mix things up, then Nobito looking for some early shots on the Hanzo. Obviously, nobody peeking just yet, but Baskerville the shield. They want to go directly to the point. You rarely see it rotate so fast, and it works out. It catches Jarrell by surprise. They already find the May, and now Baskerville is just free to roam around with the hammer over the point as Persona, with a lot of that frontline pressure, is able to find Nobito. And the rest of Ecuador fall as Peru take this point A very quickly.
It's such a green light that Peru are able to use. The second that they know that Emiliox's shield is on cooldown, just Persona and Andrando, and even Poke as well, making sure to just push so much damage into Ecuador's sides as they try and disengage, and as a result, they're going to be forced away from being able to hold super close to that choke, where the Ramatra wants to be able to use this Poke phase to slow Peru's push down.
Peru now pushing that
Nah, that's disrespectful, bro. That's disrespectful.
Because of the right
I thought he was gonna stay like that, bro.
Nah. He gets picked off. Oh my God, Peru immediately find the pick off across the map with a May player. Now can just press forward through the Ant Matrix. Did go with that nade as well. And Baskerville wants more. I mean, charging, forcing Ecuador away. Notice they're far enough back, and now disengage back towards that Carcade 3 on it.
This composition that Peru is running is all about punishing disengagements coming through from Ecuador. The nade from Persona, the wall from Andrando, all of it is to make sure that Baskerville and the Reinhardt can chase and look for these straggle picks and push Ecuador further back and further back and further back.
Ecuador at this corner looking to get this fight now, but they're going to be against that blizzard of Andrando like you mentioned earlier. Wall already used by Jarrell. Annihilation is now up for Emiliox to see if they want to use it. They also have that Ant Matrix up too. They go aggressive with that Annihilation.
Bro, I can't fucking see shit. It's like staring at the sun.
So get rid of Emiliox, who's committing the only ultimate for Ecuador. Now the sustain isn't there. No beat drop available. Habaloo trying to escape with his life, barely avoids the damage. In fact, it's just Jarrell to fall. And now also Navito through the charge.
Persona, bro. Has Persona hit a shot, chat?
Get off the payload just to get these kills too.
He's looking like me out there, bro.
These early positions as well for Nabito on the Hanzo and even Jarrell on the Mei to be able to use any of the damage from the DPS to find these early picks. And again, a lot of it comes down to just the consistent uptime of Baskerville Shield in comparison to Emiliox's. Poke now on the high ground has amplification. Major because in Ecuador, they're going to try and contest the payload. They do have ultimates. Dragon Strike comes through. The wall stop the death fight, but the wall from Andrando is better.
Okay, yo, my bad. He heard us talk shit.
Peru
he heard us talk shit. Okay.
5 minutes now in this third phase.
5 minutes. 5 minutes,
from
bro.
Persona Moxie now. Ecuador, they gotta get some semblance of stability here.
They have Sound Barrier to try and make it outside of those spawns. The problem is if they use it early, they're not going to have it to try and save themselves from Andrando's Blitz, and it's going to force Jarrell to actually use his Blizzard to try and counter Peru's push.
If they can do that, Peru using that wall Ant Matrix as well early on. Emiliox flows incredibly low, gets that immortality field, but it still gets removed from the server back towards the spawn. The Blizzard was here, but where's the follow-up? Unfortunately, it's removed from Peru's side. They have 3 on that cart going towards that spawn camp now as Baskerville Andrando as well has the Blizzard ready to go. The beat drop, engage out of the spawn. The Blizzard's there on the left side, and nobody can touch
4 minutes and 17 seconds, dude.
Peru got off of it. 4 minutes
and this is Ecuador's map pick, bro. They picked this map thinking they were going to win on this.
Coming through from Peru. I don't actually think any of them actually died after we moved into Streets phase, Dustin.
None of them died in the Streets phase? Oh, brutal.
Absolutely ridiculous. Again, like this composition that Peru ran with, it just had so much momentum. The second that any sort of person from Ecuador's team tried to just play around that poke phase that should slow things down by the Ramatra, he's literally called a tempo tank for a reason, right? He ebbs and flows. You can go incredibly aggressive, but you can also, with your poke phase and shield, and even Vortex, slow things down monumentally. But Persona on the Cassidy just finds the hammer and the shield is gone within
How long is the World Cup? This is the last day of the Open Qualifiers. The Open Qualifiers were 2 weeks. Next time these teams play that move on will be at BlizzCon.
Oh my god.
Top 16. Give me 1 second.
Ecuador now on the defensive side, or sorry, on their offensive side. It's looking like they're going to play a classic for them so far, that Farah Mercy.
Yeah, it's better to be able to play this far on the offensive as opposed to the defensive, purely because how easy it is to be able to run a Cassidy down on an off angle when he's defending, as opposed to the Hanzo. So Ecuador have correctly assumed that Peru are not going to be running Persona on the cast. They're instead going to go for the Hanzo with the mobility, who has the means of, yes, still having the one-shot potential, but being able to keep himself a lot safer. Unfortunately, it comes at the cost of not having anyone besides Poke to deal with the Farah.
Got a spam early on from Persona onto Ecuador, who's trying to set up that dive, maybe set up Jarrell on that flank. Also setting up Karen all the way above too, just going very aggressive on the end. It goes to Antonate onto Poke early, nice connection, but the sleep on the Baskerville. What a sleep dart from him as well, as Baskerville tried to go aggressive on the top, but unfortunately it cost the Ana their life in that fight. And also Persona hits the shot on Jarrell via the low ground. Persona
is that the ice cream? No.
Bobbing and weaving from the
This is my dinner, bro. I haven't had lunch.
Onto that Hanzo and the Lucio. That's a great opening pick.
Oh, he missed his
and because he didn't have the mobility to go down to basket, the rest can't be found either.
That concussive was needed to land Nabito out of reach of Baskerville's Nemesis form. They have
Nah, I got Shake Shack, bro.
Come through though, so Ecuador can rubber band back in.
And they are here. Back towards that point.
Taco Bell is ass.
A nice position, but they need to get a bit more. They're building towards that barrage. Maybe That could be the difference maker. But no, their Ana dies again, and Nobito dies in the sky to Persona. It just seems like every time Ecuador are about to set something up, they just get removed and sent back to the spawn before even 25% is on the board for the Ticks.
Persona is back on the Cassidy as well. They're going to have Lamp too to try and survive through the barrage that comes out from Nobito. Kengom is pretty close to the Nano Boost, and we have seen in the tier 2 regions that Nano Boosted fire is absolutely nothing to scoff at, as long as they're able to actually focus these targets down.
Yeah, we'll see if it can get the damage off. No Ana. So Sleep Dart is not...
Nordic, I appreciate massive get this up, my friend.
Utility. Nobito sets up to the right side with the concussion, but he notices Emilius. Why did Emilius just go in? He just dived in without a team, maybe expecting a nano.
Nah, bro. Ecuador looks lost right now, man.
They're still waiting on this.
This does not look good for Ecuador. They look lost,
let Nobito
man.
come into play, so that the fire isn't immediately grinded, but it's right time. Yeah, the nano barrage is there. It only finds the Remacher, however, as Nobito has to play passively and defensively with full view of Persona from the back of sight.
Miliax will be here, bubble off that choke point as well. Peru, though, like I said, had time to regroup now. 33% on the board for Ecuador. Still sitting back with the high noon, though. Peru's ready to go with their engage. Have that set play with the high noon speed boost out, and there's a bubble in the way, but he gets around it, takes down Pavaloon, looks for Nobito next into the sky, trying to find the double kill,
but I mean, it still won. He didn't pull it early enough.
Is able to follow through onto both Jarrell and Nobito. They do find Persona in that fight, but now the staggers come through, and there's a minute left for Ecuador.
Yeah, and Ecuador don't have a whole bunch of time to be able to coordinate these next couple of dives, nor do they have a whole lot of ultimate charge. Emiliux does not have primal either to be able to sustain, so even if they lose players on this point, they can't play around the fact that they're going to respawn into the fight faster. Peru can literally just set an annihilation and punish Ecuador when they have no choice but to walk straight into it.
Yeah, this might be rough now for Ecuador. Walk through, they send Jarrell through the clock tower on that right flank as Nobita tries to go aggressive with the Miliox of the point. They're able to find Andrando. That's a great opening pick, and the nade on the basketball might slow him down with the annihilation. They get the sleep start, but immediately he's woken up by the rest of Ecuador.
I don't know. Ecuador's not looking like a good team right now, man.
Setting up that flank, and for Ecuador, everything is collapsing. 20 seconds left. They built up the barrage. The peel is here for Rodrigo, who goes aggressive, but unfortunately nobody's able to hit some shots onto Rodrigo.
Holy shit, that movement, bro.
Now 10 seconds left.
That movement, Costco Bob. I appreciate the Master Prime sub, my friend.
From an aggressive position, Ant Matrix still available for Poke. A nice anti-grenade connect, Poke through the window. Barrage is here.
No.
He's immediately ranked, but Pavaloon and Emiliux will fall right afterwards. And unfortunately for Ecuador, the nano boost on Jarrell, I don't think it'll be enough. They found Andrando. They do lose Karen, though, on the back line. Jarrell also falls to Baskerville. And unfortunately for Ecuador, they're stopped here. Peru will get that 2-0 victory.